There is something obscene about the nonchalance of clocks. The way the hands just swing back around at the end of the day, like, yeah, try again, punk. Maybe this time it'll be different. Calendars at least end properly. Calendars know that they have 12 months to make their mark, to inspire you to greatness before their final tragic plunge into the recycling. And yeah, maybe they are deluded, but I suppose it depends on who you would rather have helping to plan your itinerary. An overeager but ultimately well-meaning personal trainer, or a chain-smoking teenage nihilist in a black turtleneck. For January at least, you have chosen the personal trainer and you are making big promises. Fewer saturated fats, more naturally occurring sweeteners, fewer artificial highs, more organic lows, a partial sabbatical from man-made hydrocarbons, and every third week you're not going to drink any water just to see what happens. Too much meat Mondays, not enough carb Tuesdays, vegan Wednesdays, liquid Thursdays, non-Euclidean Fridays, skip Saturdays entirely, citalopram Sundays but only at church, glass of water and half a gluten-free bagel for supper after Doctor Who. You resolve to write a poem that slaps like a techno banger, an essay that makes people dumber, a novel that stimulates an overpowering rush of dopamine, and a piano ballad that conjures a sunset. Not just any old generic sunset. A specific sunset from when you were 18, when someone special kissed you, a kiss you're still chasing 10 years later. You resolve to run for leader of the Labour Party on a platform of phoning everybody's manager and demanding that they all just bloody sort themselves out post-haste. You resolve to find a definitive answer to the question that has haunted you for over 2 decades. Will the Wenger bus ever arrive, or is it always simply coming? And whatever the answer, you resolve that by the time the year is out, you will have either travelled aboard the Wenger bus or preferably driven it. You resolve to unlearn 5 important life lessons to see if you can get by without them. And for every toxic person you manage to remove from your life, you resolve to also remove one person that you cherish out of some misguided notion of balance. The further down the page you go, the deeper the resolutions go. You swear that you will turn your own identity inside out, boil your personality down to a fine broth, check the serial numbers on your aching bones, perform exhaustive, invasive, painful tests to find the source of the rot, because surely, somewhere, in all that mud and blood and memory dust, there is an answer to the question of why you feel like this. It's a shame that you just wrote the clock off entirely. If only you would just look at it properly. Big hand on the guillotine, little hand on the Molotov cocktail. It may be worth considering that it's not necessarily you that needs tearing down.